Welcome to Last to the Party, a Bravo recap podcast. I'm Megan.
I'm Wendy.
And we're going to change things up a little bit around here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, in season 1 of Last to the Party, we went way back to the beginning of Summer House and re-watched and recapped Summer House season 1. If you know us from outside Last to the Party, you know that we also host another podcast called Girls Gone Hallmark. And quite frankly, the fall season hit. That became our busy season and we took a break.
Yeah.
But we're coming back, a tiny bit of a rebrand from rewatch to recap. And we are tackling In the City season 1 on Bravo.
Yeah, I'm excited. But first I want to say, if anybody's just tuned in and they're like, wait, these chicks review Hallmark movies, fear not, friends.
Oh, yeah. We know of which we speak.
Yeah. I feel like I could teach a master class.
Sure.
On Bravo reality
Absolutely.
TV. I've been watching from a long time ago.
I don't have the deep bench that Wendy does, but I certainly have plenty of... I mean, I have watched season 1 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm not new around here.
I watched before that. Not that this is some pissing contest or anything.
No, I mean, definitely.
I remember when Bravo had some sort of they had a cast that they followed of young actors who would audition for movies. And in that show was, I think his name is Brian Greenberg.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar? He was in a Hallmark movie.
I was just going to say, was he in Round and Round?
Yeah, I think that's his last name. Yeah, Brian Greenberg. Anyway, and it followed him with some other people auditioning for movies and stuff like that. I mean, this was probably 1999, year 2000, perhaps.
Well, I was just thinking about older Bravo shows, and I'm an original watcher of Flipping Out.
Yeah.
And Still Flipping Out is coming back.
Oh, I thought that got canceled or canned. I thought Jeff and Andy had a big falling out.
Oh, they did, but the show still happened. Oh. Filming has wrapped.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Flipping Out with Jeff Lewis, is that his name? Yeah. Why does that sound not right to me?
So remember, we had Flipping Out was 11 seasons on Bravo. Mm-hmm. It went away. It was canceled. He's big time on Sirius now. Then he did 2 seasons of Celebrity House Lift.
On Amazon, right?
That got canceled. Mm-hmm. Then Bravo brought him back for... He keeps saying the working title is still Flipping Out. I guess we'll see once they announce an official air date. Mm-hmm. But principal filming has wrapped.
Okay. I'm anxious to watch it. Maybe we'll recap it here. Here's my question about that. He's not flipping houses anymore.
It's more like a renovation style show.
Oh, okay.
But the Flipping Out, was...
about him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What a mess. I can't wait to recap that. Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you heard about what's been going on with Summer House?
Nice segue. So... I feel like anybody listening to this probably knows.
Sure.
That's I was excited when they announced In the City. Let's throw it way back. Were you excited when they announced this series?
I was excited until I watched the trailer today.
Oh, okay. But when they originally announced, I don't think we had a full cast. And I think we were like, ooh, maybe this will be Paige's way to stay in the mix. I kind of am fine, that Paige is... I was like, oh my gosh, Paige is leaving Summer House. Whatever will we do? And I'm like, that's fine. I haven't missed her this season.
I would certainly miss her hot takes about what's going on.
God, I know. She would eat Amanda alive, I think.
She was in her wedding.
I think Paige is rides so hard for her friends. And Amanda was one of those people. And I think Amanda's betrayal of Sierra would just...
be too much.
I think.
A bridge too far for Paige. Yeah. So should we recap quickly about, essentially we're going to have the end of this season of Summer House and we're going to roll right into The City, which is a brand new show. Uh-huh. And the major players from Summer House are Kyle, Amanda, Lindsay. Question for you. Do you think this is a Lindsay vehicle? Is this her show?
It certainly looks like it from the trailer.
I think so too. And even the movie poster, even the poster for it, she's front and center. Yeah, when we have Amanda and Kyle kind of to the side. Obviously, those photos aren't taken in a big group photo. I think they're all copy and pasted, Photoshop together. When we have Kyle and Amanda split, see, I need to know the time frame here. Do you know the time frame? When did cameras pick up for The City?
Immediately after Summer House.
So we're going to watch Kyle and Amanda decide to separate?
I think so. And I think if you're watching this season of Summer House, you see the slow speed come apart of Kyle and Amanda, which has been a long time coming, but this is the worst it's ever been. Their relationship feels very over to me. Before the season aired, we knew that they had split.
Right.
So it's easy to watch it through those eyes. I think, and I wonder what you think, that perhaps knowing they were going to be filming in the city immediately after Summer House, they intentionally saved all the divorce drama for their new show.
I think that's probably accurate. And it gives me kind of the ick, actually.
Sure.
They're like, oh, well, we got together on reality TV. We might as well break up on reality TV.
Give that show the best chance it has by launching with a story that everyone's excited about.
Get that paycheck.
Yes.
Yeah. When it's so orchestrated like that, it makes me feel like less interested.
For sure.
Like, I like the early seasons of any reality show because that's pure reality TV until it becomes a little bit too produced. And then that's
before they become reality TV stars as their primary
source of income. Yes.
Profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when they have something else going on.
So do I. I think that's when you get the purest character of these people. And
because
then
once they become reality TV star only, they're organizing their lives about making good reality TV content.
Right, because they don't want to lose that job.
Yes.
Yeah. So I kind of have the ick of thinking, oh, they saved all their like divorce thing, because we have talked about, Megan and I have a Patreon where we talk each month about pop culture club, things we're watching, reading, and listening to. Summer House comes up a lot. And I believe on one of those episodes I had talked about, I was under the impression that maybe Kyle and Amanda knew that they were donezo during the summer and then got back in November or September, October, in the fall when the city, like I think that they knew they were done. I don't think they were unraveling. I think they were done.
I think so too.
Like, I think the decision had been made, but they're like,
so too.
Well, we're under contract to be out in Summer House, so we might as well just like fake it till we make it.
I think if you look at it that way, it explains a lot of Amanda's behavior, because Amanda, in many cases, I think is underreacting to Kyle's behavior. I think if they had not split yet and she was in a place of trying to decide, is this the end or can I make it work? Her reactions would have been bigger. But she just seems so resigned to his behavior throughout the season that while, yes, there are tears, yes, there are moments where she's hurt and frustrated and upset, to me, it feels like a very different Amanda in the sense that she's...
doesn't care anymore.
She doesn't care. She's meaner to Kyle than she's ever been. I'm not saying it's without justification, but if you watch it through that lens, it feels like, I just got to be here. And yeah, what you're doing makes me mad, but I know that it's over.
Right.
So
I gotta say, this one hurt, actually.
Did it?
You've never seen every season of Summer House. And so I feel like I've been on this roller coaster of Amanda and Kyle, their entire relationship. And yeah, he hasn't been the greatest. And I love their wedding. I love his proposal to her. I loved all that stuff. So it there's a soft spot in me that like is a romantic that wants everybody to have a happy ending.
I hear that too. My experience with Kyle and Amanda is I've seen the first couple of seasons of Summer House. I've seen the last few seasons of Summer House. After watching the first couple of seasons of Summer House, and then I would just kind of see bits and pieces, when I found out they were engaged and they actually got married, I was actually a little disappointed because I was like, that's not a happy relationship. I think some of it was for the cameras.
Them actually getting married?
No. The
beefs, the arguments and that kind of stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But I have always felt like, oh, this is never, it's just always felt problematic to me.
Yeah. No, for sure. And on a rewatch, when you're looking through that lens.
And Amanda's so young when they meet.
Yeah.
And honestly, watching season 1, knowing how it all ends, is a hard watch.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, the In the City trailer has dropped, and that's what we're here to talk about today. You want to get into it?
Yeah, sure.
You did talk about Kyle and Amanda's wedding, and that is what the trailer opens up with. Very sweet moments. Amanda looks beautiful.
I know, I feel bad. It makes me feel bad.
Yeah, that it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody shows up at their wedding thinking they're going to be divorced.
Yeah, for sure. What we see in the audience, too, is a real zero in on Andrea. Now, Megan, like, she doesn't know who Andrea is. She has no idea who this dude is. She's like, why does he talk like that? which made me laugh.
A little bit of him, but his voice is going like this in particular.
I know. She's like, what's his name? And I was like, it made me laugh that you don't. He was probably on, I think maybe just 2 seasons,
Maybe
but
I need to watch those.
You need to watch all of it.
No.
You need to watch all of it. Anyway, we see Andrea, and I am excited to see Andrea back on Bravo in this new setting. I have a couple reservations, but we'll get into that in just a minute.
Okay.
The next scene we see is, my notes say some dude. It turns out his name is Kenny Martin. He's a real estate investor, venture capitalist, Kyle's friend and lover boy investor, which this makes me feel like the stakes are high here, because if you didn't know, Loverboy hasn't done well in the last couple of years. Have you ever had a Loverboy?
No.
Not one. No, because you don't drink artificial sweetener and it has artificial sweetener in it.
Yeah, it probably has stevia in it, right?
Yeah. Something like that. Or yeah, I think it's stevia. I think they're okay. They're not like, I do like the espresso one though, but and they have a limoncello one that I would like to try, but
their packaging is very appealing. I will tell you that.
Shout out Amanda.
Yeah. It's very fun.
It's very fun. I got to tell you, I was in the grocery store the other day and I did look for it, but they are hard to come by these days. And if you order it online, it's super expensive.
Yeah. I actually looked it up at one point because when we first started, my husband started watching Summer House last season with me. And he was like, we need to get some Loverboy. My husband doesn't drink, by the way, but he was like, we need to go get some Loverboy. And because he loves Kyle.
He just wanted to have it in the house for like guests that come over.
I think I don't know what his end game was. We looked it up. I mean, the only place locally you can really get it is Bevmo or Total Wine.
Get him a Loverboy sweatshirt or something like that. Yes.
He loves Kyle. And every time Kyle comes on screen, he goes, damn, this man doesn't age. He just gets so angry.
Your husband gets angry that Kyle doesn't age?
Yeah. He's like jealous, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Kyle does look great. He doesn't age.
He's like 45.
I know. He looks great. Which he lives a hard life too.
Wait a damn minute. I just thought of something. He's like a year younger than you?
Mm-hmm. I'm 46.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like put you on blast or anything.
Not a problem.
I've been telling people I'm 48 this year, which is a lie. Anyway.
I used to know someone who lied about their age. And it was like a known fact that she lied about her age too. It was like the wife of a coworker and she was, I don't know how it came up. And then someone came up like, she's not that age. I was like, oh.
I asked my family when I had my birthday earlier this year and I was like, I'm not celebrating my real age anymore. I'm like, can I get away with 45? And my teenage daughter laughed and she's like, maybe 48. And I was like, okay, that's it then. And then we were out for a walk this weekend and my husband and I were both like complaining about like, I don't know, aches and pains. And I go, this is 48, baby.
My husband turns 50 this year and he goes, no, I don't. He's like, we're turning 49 again this summer. Tell me what about Kyle being 45 is so shocking to you that I was over here icing my back and had to take 600 milligrams of ibuprofen before we started recording this. And Kyle's out here.
He has a lot of vigor. Like I'm like, can I tap into that somehow?
I mean, sure, pharmaceutically.
Oh, is that what you think?
I'm not suggesting that I don't know what I think, but I think for me to have that level of energy, it would require a chemical intervention.
You know, I don't want to think these things, but I did read Carl Radke's book. So
I'm not making any accusations, but I could not live the way the people on this show. It makes me so tired to watch them.
So you think maybe there's some sort of intervention here? Perhaps. Like if you're partying all night long, drinking like alcohol, then how do you function the next day to do it all over again 3 days in a row or whatever?
Week on week on week on
Yeah.
week.
One night would put me out for a month.
Yeah. And you're DJing every night during the week or multiple nights. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I still can't believe that he's just a year younger than you though.
I know. Here I am aging like a raisin.
I'm currently watching, I don't know, season 8 maybe of Summer House because that's what I do. It's my throw-on show. But they were celebrating like Kyle's dad's like maybe 80th birthday, and the guy had the same sort of like enthusiasm for life that Kyle does. So maybe it's just genetic too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think his dad's
Snorting Adderall.
I hope not. Anyhow, let's move on. Back to Kenny Martin.
Yeah, what do you think the conflict is going to be there? Because, like, do you see a scenario where Kyle's asking for more money? Do you see a scenario where Kenny's like, yo, I'm not making any money in this scenario? We already know that in Summer House, there's some, like, investor hurt feelings or lack thereof with Carl and Kyle. So how do you see that playing out?
Not great.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little tense. It's just bringing another angle of Kyle's entrepreneurship. Like, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable that you're going to bring on like your business dirty laundry, like onto TV. Like, I don't want to watch it implode.
No, I don't either.
I want them to be successful.
Yeah, whenever people start talking about like their business and financial troubles, they get very nervous.
It makes me very uncomfortable. It makes me very, very uncomfortable. So it sounds like Kenny is brand new to reality TV. He has a girlfriend, Whitney, who moves from LA to New York to be with him. Whitney is not new to reality TV. She was on season 21 of The Bachelor, Nick Viall season, which I feel like he's like in the Bravo mix too, Bravo adjacent somehow. Because he has that
podcast.
Yeah, he always has these people on his podcast all the time. Truth be told, I'm not really interested in like getting to know new people.
Look, as I'm watching this entire thing, I'm later in the trailer, it's like Fast and Furious showing the drama that obviously we're not supposed to have any context for. I was like, I don't know who these people are, and I at this point don't care.
Don't care, right?
I'm like, Kyle, Amanda, Lindsay. I'm not the biggest fan of Danielle, but at least she's a familiar face. The rest of these people, I don't know. You know, when you look at like a second season, to me, these just feel like test subjects, like potential filler. And let's see if a couple of them.
Who lands, who doesn't, who makes good TV, who doesn't.
The cast is pretty big.
It's really big.
And they're not all going to hit. And it's not even so much that they're not all dynamic or interesting, which I don't know anything about them yet. It's more that there's not room in a series like this for every single person to have a big, memorable storyline.
I mean, I think they could have just kept it at Lindsay. Lindsay's got enough of a storyline.
Sure.
She's with this dude. They have a baby. They're not together anymore. She's navigating being a single mother.
Dating.
That's what I want to watch.
Absolutely.
I want to see that. Am I interested in watching Kyle and Amanda's relationship unravel? Sure. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you think Danielle was only brought back, A, because she's a familiar face to these people, and B, because her relationship has a
salacious edit?
Thank you. They're like, well, that could be interesting.
I think Danielle is spicy and fiery enough and makes good reality TV.
Yeah.
And knows the players well enough. Like she knows the game.
I just like she and Sierra, wasn't it her and Sierra?
They had a thing.
And I was Team Sierra because I'm always Team Sierra. So I think that's why I left a bad taste in my mouth. But she is with her boyfriend, Owen, in this series, who apparently is still married.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
I mean, that alone feels like headline news.
Yeah.
Like she's with a married man.
Yeah, in the trailer, Danielle says, a fucking blog called me a homewrecker. And Gavin, another new guy, was like, is that true? And then she loses her, you know what.
She loses her mind about it. Yeah. I just don't know if I want to watch that messy, like, adult.
Okay. Do you think they're too old for this behavior?
I do. I do. Does that make me an asshole? I think so. Okay. This is what I said to you off mic, and it's what I have in my notes. Watching this trailer makes me feel how I felt going into The Valley season 1.
Yes.
I'm not interested in watching people navigate adulthood at 40. I just don't have the patience for it, I guess. Am I going to watch it? Yeah. I'm watching season 3 of The Valley right now. Yes, I am going to watch it. So I will watch The City as well. But
is season 3 of The Valley, on another topic, easier to watch than season 2 of The Valley? Because season 2 of The Valley was so uncomfortable.
It just started.
Yeah, we'll see.
So it's not like anything great yet.
I hear you. I'm in such a different phase of life. You and I both are. Like, we've been married for 20 plus years. You're about to send your child to college. One of my kids is in college. Like, I'm at a very different, like, headed towards retirement phase of life. And it feels like these people are just getting started.
Yeah. So when you
At the same age.
when you see in the trailer, Lindsay asking, like, what kind of condoms do people buy these days? Ask your chat GPT, which made me LOL.
Like, posted on the Facebook.
Yeah, it really made me laugh. But I was like, come on, it wasn't that long ago that you weren't practicing safe sex. Like, you don't know what kind of condoms to buy? Is there a big difference? And Trojan doesn't have the market anymore?
I don't know.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some things I don't think have changed that much. Although, what the hell do I know?
I don't know either, but I just fully had this scenario in my head. Like, if I was with somebody, I was like, oh, what are those condoms? Like, who does that? You're just ready to get it on. You don't care.
You're not looking at the branding.
No.
You're not reading the reviews.
Unless it's like from the 99-cent store or something, you know, the bargain bin at some, you know, discount store.
I was once behind someone at the 99-cent store who was buying 99-cent store wine and 99-cent store condoms.
Get it.
Good night.
Get it. They sell 99-cent wine.
At the time, this was years ago. It's seared in my memory. And look, at least they're being safe.
Well, I want to talk about another couple they have on the show, Yvonne and Nick. Again, kind of don't care, but these two have been together for 10 years and they are trying to figure out if kids are in their future. It's like, okay. It's almost the same stuff you see on The Valley.
I know. I was like, is this Danny and Nia? Obviously, they have 3 children.
Right.
They kind of have the same vibe about them. There is a scene in this trailer where Yvonne says something about having kids and Nick like chokes on his food. So it's like her biological clock is ticking. And then Lindsay's kind of pressuring them a little bit. Like, there's only a 12-hour window in which you can get pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Lindsay, I know that it was very important to you to do this. But anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I'm like, I feel it's a little bit copy and paste of The Valley, but...
Well, and it's a little bit like we have Whitney and Kenny, who she's moved here, but they're not engaged and they're trying to figure themselves out. And then we have Nick and Yvonne, who are married. They've been together for a long time, but they're trying to decide if they need to have kids. And then we have Lindsay, who's a single mom. And then we also have Georgina, who we'll meet. She's also a single mother. They're navigating life and relationships. And then we have Kyle and Amanda heading into divorce.
And we have Andrea and Lexi, too. Oh, and this is what I wanted to say about Lexi. Lexi was on Summer House, and I found Lexi quite unremarkable. In terms, beautiful girl, but in terms of television presence,
I mean,
I don't know what she's doing on this show, to be honest. I'm hoping like we trim the fat next season. We haven't even seen episode 1
maybe
yet.
they'll bring it. Maybe they will be my new favorites. Who knows?
Now let's talk about what we haven't talked about in this trailer. To me, the full record scratch moment. Hey, cutie. Hey, Mandy.
Do you think this was re-edited after the bombshell news of Amanda and West's relationship was dropped?
I think so.
If you don't know, Amanda and West are together. And this could be nothing. Like, there could be one scene with them hanging out. They're friends from Summer House. Like, who knows if they were ever spending time together on camera. But the hey, cutie, hey, Mandy of it all makes my skin crawl a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not interested in watching their relationship blossom. Not at all. I'm kind of on Team Kyle right now.
In their relationship, me too.
Yeah.
In another Amanda and Kyle situation, there is a moment where they talk about not having a prenup.
Yes.
And Amanda says, if you come for me, I'll come for you too.
Right.
Kyle's like, that's a battle you're going to lose.
Yeah, we had different takes on this. I kind of was like questioning, like, whose side am I on here? I think, of course, I believe that if a couple separate, there should be some sort of like equal payout. But this like back and forth, like, if you come for me, I'm going to come for you, like, made me a little bit uncomfortable. What was your take on it?
Well, my understanding is that Amanda comes from money, has a trust fund, has plenty of her own money. And Kyle doesn't come. I mean, I think his family does fine, but they're not extremely wealthy, and has made his own fortune with his businesses. Unfortunately, Loverboy's not doing well. And we learn on Summer House that he's personally on the hook for a lot of that money. So to hear Amanda say that, it's almost like in this instance, Amanda has the financial upper hand, but they don't have a prenup.
This is what bothers me about that scene is we see it unfold in the trailer. They have this like tense moment about money, which is a common, it wasn't a common thread. It was a common thread on Summer House before they got married. Like right before they got married, there was this whole upheaval of prenup conversation. And then nothing ever like happened
Who
of
was
it.
pushing for it?
Kyle was.
Because he had businesses.
Yes. So,
And Amanda said no.
yeah, she didn't want to do it. She wanted to like talk to a lawyer and do this, but they were like racing towards like their wedding date. Like, of course, this is like last minute, you know, I don't know if it was manufactured for TV. I have no idea. But what I don't like about seeing this scene, because pre-Scamanda, like the whole West Amanda thing of it, Amanda and Kyle were in the press going, yeah, we're cool. Everything is worked out. Like we are all on the same page. So like, it just feels like, okay, you guys had a little beef over money, financial decisions, and now everything's cool. So I think it might be leading people astray.
About how big of a deal that conversation actually is. Sure.
Yeah. I have two more things and then maybe we can wrap it up. Justice for Carl.
Yeah.
I really would have loved to see Carl in this show, and I hope that he gets woven into it because I really want Carl's success in Soft Bar. I would have loved to see him try to like pull that all together. I mean, who knows? Maybe that comes at the end of Summer House. I don't know. But I would have loved to seen him like pull that all together and the launch of that. And, I know like in the last couple of weeks, it's been on the up and up there because I think people are trying to support Carl. But I would love to have seen the day-to-day stuff on that in the fall for Carl. Also, I would have loved to see Sierra in this show.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get any cameos by them. You kind of would have thought they would have put it in the trailer. If they made an appearance.
Honestly, I want to see my Summer House cast in the city. I don't need all these new people.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'd rather have like a year-round Summer House.
Yeah.
And maybe they felt like we need to make it new and interesting, but don't mess with what works. There's a reason why the Vanderpump Rules reboot had horrible ratings. People don't care about new people.
People don't care about new people. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the Vanderpump Rules reboot might have been fine if it was a different show. If they weren't like, but people on Vanderpump Rules want Vanderpump Rules.
That's me.
Yeah.
I loved Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah. The last thing for me that was remarkable, Lindsay has a conversation with her parents in which she says, I'm choosing partners that continue to abandon me. And that felt like very insightful for Lindsay. She has had some unfortunate relationships. We've seen, and I'm not putting it on her, but I wonder, like, could the girl use some therapy?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think, though, and I know we've saw touches of this in season 1, but Lindsay deals with abandonment issues from a parental aspect because her mom left when she was young. I think she's carried that through her adult life and it's played out in her relationships.
Yeah. Do you think she latches on quickly because she just wants the attachment and without deciding if this is actually a good match for her?
Maybe.
She's like, they like me, so I'm going to go all in.
Maybe.
Even when things start to go poorly.
Yeah, but I don't think Carl abandoned her.
I don't think Carl abandoned her either, but he was the one to officially end their engagement.
Yes, and I don't know what happened between the father of her child, that man. I don't know if he ended it or they...
Abandoned is probably a strong word for what's happening there. When I think about it, is Lindsay an executive producer on this show? Because that could have a lot to do with why Carl isn't involved.
She might be.
Because... I think she's punishing him.
She might be looking for a particular narrative. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think while I don't think Lindsay wants to be with Carl, I do think the way I see it is I think she was very much hurt by the end of that relationship.
Oh, for sure.
And so even though she doesn't want to be with him, I think the reason we see her continue to be awkward with him is she's not fully past all of that hurt.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following Last to the Party. We will start weekly recaps of In the City the week of May 19th when this series drops. If you have thoughts on us, you can email us at lasttothepartypod@gmail.com. And we'll be back next time to talk In the City. Goodbye.
Bye.